Welcome to Fanboy Critic, where we go watch new movies out in theaters and give you our review, both the good and the bad. I'm Jorem Ortiz, and I'll be your fanboy.
And I'm Sam McClure, I'll be your critic.
So this week on Fanboy Critic, we got to watch Blade Runner 2049.
It's directed by Denis Villeneuve, starring obviously Harrison Ford, but also Jared Leto and Ryan Duckling. Basically, it's a sequel to the original classic Blade Runner, only about 30 years into the future. And it took approximately that amount of time to make the sequel. All right, Jay, so what do you think Denis Villeneuve did well with this movie, and what did he do badly?
Well, I know you're going to kind of disagree with this, but I really felt like the way they filmed it was exactly how the first one was. I felt like the environment was the same. The CGI was really good. From the soundtrack, or I guess the soundscape, that was really familiar, and that's what kind of kept me in and really made me feel like I was watching Blade Runner. I think that was really good. I thought all the actors were really, really good. Everybody played their part to the T. And the storyline was awesome. Yeah, I think he did a really good movie with this.
I have to come close to agreeing with you on a lot of that. The one big thing that I think the big critique that I have is basically that it didn't feel like the same world as the original Blade Runner. There's a lot of, not everything, but there was a lot of brand new and shiny things. It kind of felt like maybe Ghost in the Shell and Minority Report kind of smashed together. And that's not really what the original Blade Runner looked or felt like. But I think Denis did a great job with all the camera work, and he got great performances out of his actors. Story was okay. I mean, it's hard to live up to the original. There was a lot of fuzzy sci-fi logic flying around that kind of didn't make much sense. But overall, I do agree that I think a lot of what Denis Villeneuve and his team, you can't underplay what they did, and all the actors did a fantastic job. I think, there's a lot of great things. Just the story was a little fuzzy, and it didn't feel like it occurred in the same universe. But for the critics out there who think, oh, it's just another sequel, they're just trying to reboot a franchise to make more money, why should they go see it? Is this worth their time?
This is definitely worth your time, critics, because if you've seen the first Blade Runner, you've been waiting years, over 20 years for this, and they finally did it, and they delivered. They definitely delivered. This is something you should watch just because it continues the story that you want to see.
Fanboys, I really don't have much to try and entice you away from this one. I really did enjoy it. It doesn't live up to the original, that's the only thing. So, if you're expecting the perfection that was Ridley Scott's original Blade Runner, you can forget about that right off the bat.
I guess we're off to the ratings.
It's off to the ratings. What do you think?
I am gonna say...
I'm waiting.
I'm gonna say I'm not amazed. I was really amazed. I really kind of came there with low expectations.
Why did you have low expectations?
I don't know. I felt like the original was really good, and I just feel like they weren't going to be able to copy it. I loved everything about it.
Yeah, I also came in with pretty low expectations. I'm not a big Ryan Duckling fan. I'm not a big Jared Leto fan. I am a huge Harrison Ford fan, but, So yeah, I had pretty low expectations, but I am amazed. I think they did a really fantastic job.
Wow.
You can't live up to the classic. The classic is perfection, and that's a really high bar to live up to, so you can't live up to that. But I am at amazement. I think it was really good.
You're right in the middle.
That's not the middle, though. That's way on your side.
Well,
Critics, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below. YouTube's new algorithm really screws over the smaller channels like ours, so it would help us out a lot if you would consider subscribing and then actually following through on that and actually subscribing. And we'll see you on our next review.
Yeah. Check it out.
Jay, I need you to have more energy.
Damn. I thought that was pretty good.
Energy.
So you don't do it again?